What's Up Food Podcast. Welcome to the What's Up Food Podcast with Rodrigo Torres, Lisa Esparza, and Felipe Esparza. That's right, that's me, Felipe Esparza, the man, the myth, the legend, the man from Boyle Heights, a.k.a. Batman, a.k.a. the king of the cheap shots, a.k.a. the kidnapper, a.k.a. the take off with your car while you were sleeping, do all your coke while you were laying down, thinking about the future. What's up, fool? Felipe Esparza here, the enabler, the devil's advocate. These are all the things that I've been called in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure everybody has been called lots of things in the past by different types of people, but you never admit them, you know. But I'm admitting right now, he's a piece of shit. Hey, fuck his ass. He has a booger in his nose. That was last Sunday. Or Monday, at least I told me I have a booger on my nose. That right there will end any fight for me. Cause I'm more care about how I look than win any fucking fight. Any argument I have, man, somebody just tell me, man, you're peeing your pants. Oh shit, sorry, you win the fight. I gotta go change pants. What's up, boo? A lot of people, man, don't like your ass. I mean, they don't like you. I mean, they just don't like you. There's some people out there that I just don't like. Like, no matter what, I see you every day, I just don't like you. I mean, I could do a show with you and see you every 9 months, but just don't want to hang out with you. Some people you just want to see at the show. Like, some people you like at work only. Like, I like this guy at work, but then you hang out with him after work, or like you had like a 10-minute conversation outside of work by your car, and realize, you know what, this guy's a stupid motherfucker. He's only good at driving a fucking forklift. He's only good at going under a fucking house and killing roaches. That's all he's good at. Or some people are just good at being a plumber. We had a guy come over our house. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, or a handyman or whatever. That fool like Dean Del Rey. You know, anyway, so if you know who Dean Del Rey is, they full of Dean Del Rey. Whatever. So he's doing a good job. Talks a lot, first of all. And then at the end, he told me, yeah, man, I asked out Belle. We just say exactly without her name, Belle. I asked out Nancy, you know. He asked out Nancy. Dude, what are you telling me you asked out Nancy? First of all, you should be old to be asking people out. And don't be asking people out while you're working at my house. That's rule number one. Just do your job, get the fuck out. Had another guy show up to the house, okay?
That was creepy, by the way.
That was creepy, man. You know what was creepy? Creepy was that he told me. Go to youtube.com/ATC and you can listen to the What's Up Food Podcast. Or right now, there are 42 people listening on Instagram Live. And also, man, just want to, before we even get started, I know there's a lot of people out there who listen to the podcast, who love the podcast, who always tell me, what's up, fool? I'm a big fan. Okay, man, if you're a big fan, I'm not going to be like other podcasts that want you to go to their page and donate money for shoelaces or anything, man. You know, I'm not that type of comic. We make enough money doing stand-up that we could just do this podcast for fun and have a good time. What were you saying?
Nothing.
Oh, so you were adding stuff to the show.
No.
Oh, Squishy over there, creeping, scaring Emma. What's up, food? So, that's all I asked. If you're listening right now even if you're listening on Instagram, this is all I ask. I don't ask for much. If you listen to the podcast,
sometimes you do extra onions, extra.
If you listen to the podcast, like it, share it. You know, right now, if you're on Instagram, go to your other pages, your Snapchat, and just say, man, I just listened to the What's Up Food Podcast. I got a little taste. It was delicious. I want the whole thing in my mouth. It was awesome. So I'm ending my Instagram Live chat. Now I'm going to go to my Facebook Live. Then when I go to Instagram Live, do I go to my Facebook Live immediately, or do I go to my Facebook to go Facebook Live?
Instagram Live will go as a regular post to Facebook.
Okay, so I'm going to go to
Facebook Live.
So right now I'm going to let these people know here what's up. So what I'm asking is that if you guys could just go to iTunes or go to wherever you listen to the podcast and go like it, write a review, or be like our homie Alex DeLarge. Shout out to Alex DeLarge. I don't know how many How many cars he has? How many cars? So he goes into the Apple store every other week after eating a burrito and killing a 40-ouncer of beer, and goes into the Apple store and pretty much signs up all the laptops, all the iPads, all the iPhones to the What's Up Fool podcast. Like they're all connected to the What's Up Fool podcast. Also, if you don't like the podcast, just write a review. I hate this podcast. That helps out too, you know. So that's it, fool. What's up, fool? We got Rodrigo Torres right here. If you guys don't know Rodrigo Torres, that fool got married by Elvis Presley in Las Vegas. Yeah, and he has a son on the way. A son?
Mm-hmm.
You excited?
Hell yeah, dude.
You gotta be super excited. I mean, my first son, man, I was out there cheating. No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
That's when you were loyal to the game, huh?
I was always been loyal to the game since day one, bro.
Loyal to who? Who's the game?
The game, bro.
The people, Raza.
I was my first son when I had him. I was so nervous because you're young, and I felt like just shooting myself or just running away or giving up on life.
You were 17 when she got pregnant, right?
Yeah, I was 17
and then 18
when she got pregnant. But when she got pregnant, like everyone knew, like her mom was checking her underwear, smelling them.
Damn,
He
like
goes,
that?
Your pussy smells different. You must be pregnant. Nosy ass bitch, like.
Smelling her
Oh, that's
underwear?
India, bro. Like,
Are you serious?
My ex's mom would like smell underwear, like if she had to, if she could, she probably would put her finger in her vagina to see if she's a virgin, bro. That's how voodoo and crazy that woman was. Like she said it out loud in front of people too. I check your underwear. You're a loose woman now.
Damn, she's like Polly in Rocky 1, huh? You busted.
I know, right?
Damn,
Did your
dude.
parents ever freak out like that over anything you were doing?
Nah, dude.
My mom freaked out over stuff a lot.
But that's your underwear, right?
I never smelled my underwear.
That's
as
your
far as I know.
soiled underwear.
You're trying to
from
find out
jogging.
if you're pregnant or something?
No.
Crazy, man. When
She
I
read my diary.
Oh,
all
man, that's
the
the
time.
rule right there. I
All the
would've-
time. And then I'd write to her,
man.
like, I know you fucking read this, you bitch. And I would write that to her, like, because I knew she saw it. And what's she going to do? Come say, hey, I read your diary. You call me a bitch.
Yeah.
She can't do that. But I knew she
I
wrote
only had one page of my diary. There's nothing here to read.
I never had a diary because I always wanted a diary, the one with a book, with one with a little key.
A little locket. in
Nobody's gonna respect that key.
Oh, that's
You're the
so
knife,
easy
huh?
to break.
It's only like your little brother or somebody who opens up your diary, man. Lets the whole world know. Like the worst is when you're like a drug addict, right? You're a drug addict, and you came out of rehab, and you're trying to go through your steps. Step 1, you admitted you were an alcoholic, whatever. Step 2, you try to whatever. Number 3 is like you're trying to work on your drug addiction now, because number 1 is that you admit it. Number 2 is telling someone you're a drug addict, and number 3 was you're gonna work on it. But then you go to number 4, and then you gotta like write down a list of people you harmed. It's kind of like note work, homework for yourself. Like a self-analysis of all the bad shit you've done. And sometimes, man, people find those letters, bro, or they find out, a lot of bad stuff, and they want to tell everybody. My dad didn't like that shit, bro. That I was going. He liked that. I guess he liked that I stopped doing drugs, but he didn't like that I was smart now.
You were taking care of it?
That I was woke, man. That I realized that you don't have to pray to the Virgin Mary. That shit don't even make no sense. And that fool couldn't take it, dog. Slapped my ass.
He didn't like that?
Backhanded my ass, dog. After I fixed my hair, bro.
They didn't like the conversion to solid Christianity?
They didn't like the conversion of solid Christianity. They only believe in the Virgin Mary, bro.
Catholicism of the court. Roman Catholic?
Which seems to be so backward according to the Bible, Praying to an idol, basically.
I don't know. But you pray to it. You try to argue that. No, you're interceding. But then it goes. It's like when you have a Catholic and Christian, right? You ever watch that movie Office Space?
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm those two guys and you gotta fight for your religion for me. Like, what do you do with your religion? Well,
you're the consultant.
I'm the consultant. I'm not a religion consultant. So what do your religion do? Well, I pray to the Virgin Mary and to intercede. So you're not taking these prayers yourself to God. No, well, I pray to the Virgin Mary, and then she take my prayers to God, to Jesus, and then Jesus take them to God.
That's what I do.
So basically, what do you do?
Yep.
That's how I see
a lot
it.
of middlemen.
You don't
A lot
need
of
no
middlemen.
middleman. Yeah, that's how it's always been. I
'Cause-
mean, who gets a tax write-off right now?
I always felt like when you watch the Borgias, you watch the Borgias.
That old school show on Netflix.
That's the way he talks, the Borgias. I'm gonna give my daughter the
Jeremy
priesthood.
Irons, right?
The Borgias. Yeah, man. I didn't know that by watching the Borgias. That didn't know that back then, like if you had enough cash, you could just buy yourself your way into a popeism. To be a pope.
The papacy. Yeah.
What's up, everybody listening to What's Up Food Podcast
man.
live on
Are we live
on
Emma,
Facebook?
on
Yes, we
YouTube?
are on Facebook.
No, on YouTube.
No, it should be live yet.
Oh, I can't.
Go to
find
ATM.
it.
Go to YouTube.com ATM
ATC. I
ATC.
can't find anything. Oh well, keep going.
What was I at?
The Borgias.
The Borgias.
The
I'm buying
Borgias.
your way into
I didn't know
being a
that, bro.
pope.
And then like, I guess now, you tell someone don't marry that dude, and then you marry him, right? And then she don't work out, and then let you back in. Back then, bro, if you marry somebody, you're done.
Peace.
I didn't know that women were so valuable.
Yeah, they
Women?
came for money.
Women aren't valuable.
No, are valuable for trade,
Oh,
for
yeah,
war.
Yeah.
Just say like if I was like the guy the Borgia, bro, like he started noticing that his army's kind of getting kind of weak, so this fool like went over there and tried to marry his daughter to the other guy just to have his army, bro.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just to collect more.
Like, he took
things.
his army, but and then he got strong, and then he gained power back, and then he put in most of his side of the family in that kingdom, and that pushing the other family out.
Yeah, dude.
That's how they do it, hot
You have to
dog.
maintain that power, dog.
How the Gambinos did it, bro.
Hell yeah.
Maron.
Till what? Till fucking Gotti fucked it up for him, kind of?
Well, I was all family before that, right?
Yeah,
But the
Carlos.
Borgia had like that, bro. Like she,
son, right?
Well, anyways, before she traded him, she went to go get married or somebody. She got pregnant, and they killed the guy that got her pregnant. And that baby, he's hidden somewhere, bro. So no
bastard
one
style.
can find out that she got pregnant by somebody.
Because they would, like, back in the day, if you're, like, super, like, you know, like king and queen, they would, like, consummate the marriage, right? Make sure there was a blood spot on the bed and all that shit by a priest or somebody from the high clergy.
I said this joke in New York at Caroline's on Sunday. I said, man, in some religions, man, if you have a woman, they kill her. But no, in some countries, they kill her. I lied, bro. They don't kill nobody.
Kill
But
who?
if you have a woman, they kill her.
Have a woman what?
Baby.
Oh, well, they do
China,
it
they
in
used to do
China
the
when they have
one-child policy,
yeah,
right?
with the one-child policy, they would only want to have a son, and then if they had a girl, they would kill it. Or there are actually girls who didn't get killed, but they became what are called ghost children, which don't exist according to China.
Ooh.
So they
I
don't.
heard that Yoshi is actually a woman, but he hid.
But
gotta have Yoshi on here.
isn't that bite them in the ass, China? Now there's a big old shortage of women. For
That's what Lisa still told me like 5 years ago
Yeah, I
that
remember
they
hearing
ran
that
out of women now.
It-
They're
well, it
importing them
changes.
from
Yeah, for
El Salvador.
for their generation, they are bringing some women in from other countries, not El Salvador, but
Flying in hoes. We ran out.
so it's going to change their whole.
That would have been title of a good podcast. How flying in hell.
Flying in hoes. We ran out.
What was that page you guys used to with the hoe page?
The tag your sponsor.
Yeah, tag your sponsor.
Tagging the sponsor. I don't even know what happened to that page.
I don't know. I haven't kept up with it.
I don't know what happened to the people on my page that started out as vegan and now are begging for money, bro. What is that page?
tough out there.
Pandora, right? Pandem.
You mean Patreon?
You know, hit me up.
Who fool?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, really? Fool?
Yeah, she hit me up and she said that I've been checking out your profile and I've been checking out your comedy and your statuses. And then she asked me if I wanted to join
Cameo.
Cameo.
Oh, to get one of those
And I said,
$350
hold on,
ratings.
mija. And I went to her page. Bro, she looks older, dog. There's a page. She said, hi, Jennifer. This is hi, Paula. This is Jennifer Love Hewitt. And I just want to say, I wish you a good day and good luck with that new promotion on your first day of work. This is a message from Lisa Parker from Arizona. And then whatever you want, bro. Like if we could pay her to put up to say, "What's up, fool?" Listen to the "What's Up, Fool" podcast. Do you keep those videos and share them, or just a message that's really?
I think you get to keep it. I think I'm not sure how that works on the
Charlie Sheen
receiver
does that
end.
shit too, right?
I can't believe people do that because it's like a lot of whack packers are doing it, and that's what the only.
She's like,
people,
don't call Jennifer Lubin a whack
I mean, the
packer.
whack packers on Howard Stern. That's
Oh,
how
yeah,
they
no.
make money, and like a lot of people who don't have anything else going on, that's how they make money. But
Evil David.
I feel so weird because you do a few shout outs occasionally
I
of
do 'em
things
for
you really
free.
like, but you do it for things that you really like, or you'll do it to be nice because somebody,
Do
hey,
it for
can you
my
tell my
clothing company.
15-year-old son happy birthday or whatever? You do it for free. Like, can you imagine charging for stuff like that?
Now they got to go to your
Weird.
Cameo
Some
page.
weird, some lady hit me up on Instagram, and she said that her son. She said that some little boy, whatever his name is, right?
El Niño.
He's breaking. I'll fucking show you right now.
I can't get.
Make sure you guys get this on video, baby Lisa.
Dude, that shit is comedy, dog.
Anyway, so this lady right here, she want me to give her a mean shout out to.
Just need a few more fillers. And I would
Let's
like
see if I
that.
can remember her.
Oh my god.
This
dude.
is what I trip out.
What's up?
When people hit me up and tell me, man, we're trying to raise these funds for this, and we're trying to raise money for that, and we really appreciate it if you could just share it on your page. Then they go to their page, they're not even following me.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, fuck you.
That means they send it to like.
Yeah,
50
man,
other
I'm
people.
not gonna say no. Or another one,
That's super
the
wet.
lady told me that her son is like he's like he's in track and field, and he's breaking records, and people should know who he is. Maybe you should promote him on your show.
Oh, I saw that too. I ignored that
I'm
one.
like, lady, if your son have your son competed against black people yet, or anybody out of his district? If he only the fastest guy in that neighborhood, if he's really good, man, I would have signed him on Fritz Rogan or Jim Rome.
Give it up, Romy.
Oh, that fool, bro,
Who?
from Texas, from Corpus.
Oh, Kenny Langus, man.
Yeah, man. So what you hear about this kid,
Man,
man,
I
who's
heard
breaking record?
he's like a cheetah, man. He's just like blowing up the scene in the racetrack district, man.
See, that guy who's imitating, that guy you would have said him that, he would have said, I love to do it. That's all I do is spread good spirit and goodwill amongst the people, man. That's a positive story.
For the community, man.
Some people are just positive, man. Like you can tell them to fuck off. Okay, you have a nice day too, but we're gonna have to close the door now.
And call the police. No
I've
finding
seen
hoes.
people who are calm, bro.
You have
like
to.
Brother Woods, bro. Brother Woods, he used to be a security guard from the Laugh Factory. Long story short, one day, Jeff Garcia comes inside the Laugh Factory,
Bullshit,
tries to raise a ruckus, comes in there with this fool had a
bullet.
had a fucking he had open sleeve shirt and he had a denim vest. A denim vest, bro.
Baby Dice.
Looking like a bad guy.
Who had that
The
on?
devil. Looking like the black sheep of the family on General Hospital.
Devil's in Georgia, man.
So this fool said, young man, I cannot allow you to come inside. Because you stirring up trouble amongst them.
Stirring up trouble.
So he kicked that fool out. And then
I'll be back.
the next day, big old fat fluffy, that fool bought him a watch, bro. A Movado.
Thank you for your services.
Thank you for kicking that guy out. Here's the watch.
But that's who, like, when you get busted by the cops, who usually goes to jail? The guy that's all loud and rambunctious, dog. You gotta be cool and calm and collected.
This other time, they kicked out this cholo for heckling, bro. He was stupid, bro. He was kind of dudes that he's not used to speaking to people or anybody, bro. Like, so he was yelling out. So the comedian said something like, hey, you stupid ass, or you stupid ass. And that fool got up. Fuck him, you stupid Holmes. Like that, all loud.
Dumb
bro.
dog.
Like, he got disrespected. Like, he was in prison, dog. And he was holding up his pen like he had a gun. They kicked that fool out. His whole family, bro. There were like 15 of them. And there was some older guy there that I recognized him from when I used to work at UPS, checking IDs. I remember that fool because I used to check his ID, but he didn't recognize me. I just looked at him, hey man, you used to work at UPS? Yeah. You were those people? Yeah, they're young, eh? Young. So
That's an excuse.
so that
now.
fool saying the N word over and over, and he talks with Brother Woods, who is black. He goes, "What's up, you N word?" Now calm down, young man. My mother's half Spanish.
Brother Wood said that.
That's a good way to diffuse that
And
shit. though.
he grabbed his shoulders, bro. Like, calm down, young man. My mom's Spanish. And then he walked him out. He goes, "Man, don't hold me, man." He goes, "All right, no, man. I'm just trying to, let you know, man." So they kicked that fool out. Then Brother Woods that fool comes back. They tell him, "Sir, they tell him you have an outstanding bill too, right? He owed like $76. He was spending money on there. So then that fool, dog, I swear to God, I think I mentioned this before, but not the whole story. He takes out, he had like, you ever seen a brick? You know how fat a brick is, right? A regular red brick?
Yeah, dude.
Well, he had 5 of those, bro, and they was all money. He took that shit out of his pocket, bro. Like 5 bricks, like 5 stacks, man, thick stacks. And he fucking took out, I don't know what it was, $200 and threw it at the waitress' face. He goes,
Like a
so,
baller, dog.
so then they kicked that fool out, dog. And after that, there was Sully McCullough and all these fools are pussies, right? And they're thinking about doing shit, right, or doing something. But I'm looking at them like, motherfucker, leave him alone, and we ain't gonna snatch that money. What the fuck we're doing?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's the first thing you think about. What are you thinking about? Killing him? I'm thinking about we fucking grab this money and tell this fucking this fucking. I was thinking about, bro, grabbing that stack and jumping inside with a valet, go and take off, motherfucker, jumping off the Comedy Store.
I'm just thinking about grabbing me one little stack real quick.
But he probably had a gun too, huh?
He had to, or somebody with him had a gun, dog. Come on.
That
bro.
fool looked like he was 21 years old, 22 years old, dog.
Big deal just went down, dog.
Fuck it. He goes, you think I don't want to pay, stupid, eh? And he fucking just takes out. You know what's funny though, man? It felt like when Big Dog was arguing, dog.
But those were
You don't
dollars.
think
dog.
I could pay, dog? And he puts all his money right there, and it was only $16. The bill was 38. They left us there to pay the rest, dog.
He threw out those 3 like
That
they
shit
were-
was smoother, bro, than 5 racks. That fool made a scene. You think I can't pay this, eh?
That's a good way to leave the bill, huh?
That's funny.
Hey, what part of Brother Wood's mom? What part of Spain was she from?
I don't know.
Morocco. I forgot about that, dog.
She was from rolling 60s. They used to call that fool Batman also.
In his neighborhood?
Because
Brother
he
Wood?
were but actually to fuck food up with a bat though.
Oh, okay.
And when he came out of rehab, he became a chef. That fool the one introduced me to that book, Iceberg Slim.
The pimp book.
He gave it to me, bro. After that, I started pimping.
Flying in hose.
What's up, fool? This week, I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, June 27th through the 30th at the Punchline in Buckhead. So go check that out. San Diego, California, July the 3rd, all Spanish show at Comedy Palace. Houston, Texas, July 5th through the 7th at the Houston Improv. Chicago, Illinois, July 13th. 2 shows added at the Vic Theater. Tucson, Arizona, July 26th. Saguarito Desert Diamond Casino. Killeen, Texas. Are you killing me? August 1st to the 3rd, twice at Funny Comedy Club. Check out Felipe'sWorld.com/tour for all the upcoming shows and ticket info. New shows added all the time. Also, man, shout out to Antoine from Monty's Good Burger in Koreatown. We went over there and that fool hooked Lisa up with a double cheeseburger and tater tots.
on the cheeseburger.
Is that place
So
super
good.
bomb? Like,
That's good.
Bro,
Been to Monty's? There's one
nah,
in Riverside.
nah.
It's good.
It's
owned-
delicious.
It's owned by Lou Adler's son.
oh, are you
He
serious?
Bill
owns
Adler.
that. Nick Adler, but he owns that chain, and he also owns this Nick's on Beverly, which we haven't tried yet. It's a high-end vegan place.
I heard they have like
Where you
vegan
get, like, little
chicharron
portions.
there.
Yeah, vegan chicharron and some sort of smoked Gouda soup thing. It looked good. I don't know.
And last night, I had the double cheeseburger, man. And I've had a lot of hamburgers, and this one comes the closest to tasting like a fat-ass White Castle.
Yeah,
mixed with
tastes like
In-N-Out.
White Castle. Maybe,
Really?
I don't.
To
never
me,
had
it tastes like an In-N-Out and a White
I
Castle
never had
mix.
In-N-Out, but White Castle's all oniony. It doesn't taste like
Yeah,
that
because mine
at
had
all.
onion.
Oh.
And they had the strawberry shake. I didn't want to eat a shake because I want to eat fat later
That's right.
too.
They put grilled onions on it.
Yeah, put
If
grilled
you don't-
onions.
Yeah, I don't get mine.
If you ever thinking about going there, man, hit up Antoine in Koreatown. He's the new manager there, and man, they have strawberry shakes.
The strawberry shake is so good.
Sometimes you can have a strawberry shake, and they'll put pie crust on it. Then it'll taste like a pie or a birthday cake. Man, we were in New York City, man, and let me tell you, man, we had a badass Airbnb that Lisa got for us. 4 bedrooms,
3
2
and a half.
bath, 3.5.
Isaac slept in an alcove that used to be a dining room, probably. But it was nice, though. It was set up nice. And he had no trouble sleeping with all that going on around him.
Rodrigo grew an extra foot from walking 100,000 steps.
Dude, I haven't walked that much in eons, dog.
You didn't walk that much in Mexico?
Well, that's probably the last time, dude. It's already been like 2 years.
When you were in Mexico, was there a lot to walk and like to see, just like New York?
Oh, dude, the grips and stuff. We didn't finish.
I always feel like Mexico's dangerous. Like Mexico City, like you make a wrong corner in the alley and boom, they rob your ass.
Nah, you just can't go away from the tourist areas, though.
Just like New York, right?
Yeah, you can't be dipping in those old school neighborhoods.
Like you can't be walking into like places where like the bus don't even go there, huh?
Yeah, where you don't see Starbucks and shit like that.
I know. Like if you see you gotta stay away from the places where everyone's drinking outside. There's a bar, but everyone's drinking outside in lawn chairs.
All that shit, dude. If there ain't no like stores or theaters or museums and shit like that.
What's up, Lisa?
I don't like going to non-tourist areas. I don't like going to tourist areas.
Me neither.
So I don't think I'd like Mexico City. So you have to stay in the tourist areas?
Well, you can go to all those spots, but I mean, don't where there's no people around, stuff like that. They talk about seedy neighborhoods.
Like a real, where you gonna go? To the neighborhood or to the beach?
I don't want to go to the favelas if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I want to see them.
I want to see them too.
Yeah.
Well,
I like to experience. But
I like
yeah,
to go there. I like to
experience-
go to all those seedy places if I know somebody. Like,
Yeah.
if I know somebody that lives there already, oh man, I'm gonna be there all day.
Like when we were in Mexico and they had the fixer.
Yeah,
with
the
us.
fixer.
Like
Shout out to that fixer.
I felt like, he knew all the ins and outs of places. But
We went to some seedy ass area with
yeah,
him.
but I like to when I travel, I like to live the way they live there,
With $5.
maybe like in Cuba, if everybody's eating in people's houses and stuff like that, then
I
that's
saw
what I want
another-
to do. I don't want to. I
saw-
don't want a chain.
I saw another person on my friend's page today on Instagram who's living the best life right now in Cuba. This girl and these 2 dudes and another girl and another guy. They're in Cuba right now, and they're eating at this lady's house or this nice restaurant, supposed to be like the best restaurant in Cuba, eating fat garlic chicken.
Is
and
it government
beans.
owned or is
I
it
have
owned?
no
See,
idea.
that's-
I
I'm
don't
so
ask.
confused.
I don't ask those questions.
Because when Anthony Bourdain went over there, that was still when they couldn't really own, but it was kind of understood that they were going to run this little business out of their house. It was like an understanding between them and the government.
I don't understand. Like people, they say you can't go. You could go to Cuba. They closed down tourism, but a lot of people here now from America are going over there. They're
know.
flying out of, and some flights still go to Cuba.
They're probably going. Well, I just got a message from Delta that they just stopped at the beginning of June. Like they're abiding by the law, and the new law is there are no flights out. So it's got to be that you've got to go
Through
through
Mexico.
Canada or Mexico.
But if your passport from Mexico, can you go over there through Mexico, or can Rodrigo go with his American passport?
Yeah, my friend said they don't
you
even
can-
stamp it.
Yeah, you can go through
No?
there.
No.
Cuba doesn't stamp it, so nobody knows you went.
Yeah, they're not gonna throw you
Pretty
under the
much.
bus.
So I guess when you post photo, they find out like Jay-Z,
Sure. And Jay-Z they got heat for
Eric
it. but-
Andre was old
But
man.
it was also Obama was trying to change things at that point, the relationship, but it didn't get changed before he left office. And Trump just basically took everything
Hell
away. But I'm surprised because I would think Trump would want that free enterprise happening over there.
Trump
you know
Tower
what I
in
mean? And
Havana.
like real estate and stuff. Because the first people on that are going to be
Those fools.
the ones who win.
Give me Angel Salazar talking about what's in there about Republican.
Well, I don't understand. About to read. Why so mad? He tells me he's a Republican. Well, if you're a Republican, you can understand I'm not going to work at club. This is a free enterprise.
Someone else had
He
booked,
got him good,
someone
though,
else had
huh?
booked Angel Salazar down the street for more, and he went over there instead.
Yeah.
Then the owner of the comic strip were like, "Wait a minute, I booked you over here, but you're a Republican."
Yeah.
But a lot of these people who actually think that, who say they're Republican, who say they're conservative, who say they're for corporate America, don't like when another company opens up selling the same shit.
Oh, of course not.
Come on, man.
It's competition at its finest.
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta, because then you gotta
Capitalism, bro.
change your method of competing.
That's why I feel like when they start talking bad about something that's new, it's someone else talking about it. Like right now, supposedly vape pens blow up in your head, you know, and they're blowing up and they're destroying you. But who's writing this stuff, bro? Cigarette companies?
I don't know. There's a story every once in a while, and you.
There was a story about that kid you told
Yeah.
us, that Lisa told us in New
Yeah,
York.
his
Blew
whole jaw
hole.
broke and everything. Yeah,
They banned that shit in San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
The city? Vape pens?
Scared now.
yeah. It's. I think there are
Vape pens
concerns
for
because of the
THC,
battery.
CBD, or tobacco.
It doesn't matter. I think it's because of the battery. It's the. I don't know if they all use lithium batteries, but I think they're unstable. They're the same ones that are in these chargers that you can't put in check luggage.
Because those I don't know about those vape pens like cigarettes or marijuana, but the ones with the flavor licorice and cherry, those are thick vape pens.
Oh,
They-
the big old
they look
juice
like
box added
lifesavers,
to
man.
it.
The big old soda can.
Big
huh?
smokes, man.
It has like a
Every-
big container. attached to
Everyone
it.
I've seen with those is a douchebag, bro.
You see him on the freeway in
Every
traffic.
man
all
that's
stressed
ever
out, all-
have every man, and then like I don't understand like the vape bar. Really, most vape bars I've seen smell like socks. Remember the Santa
So-
vape pen shop we went
They're
to?
so bright. It's like neon light and these ugly black leather couches, like a man's, like a bachelor pad, his first
My
bachelor
man
pad.
cave, bro.
Lights are all on. There's like 2 black leather couches and a glass
Bunch of fat fools who let
coffee
me there.
table.
It's
and
all
a lot of dudes who
stimulants.
look like you
all
guys.
stimulating your body and your mind. And your
Like, we don't
brain
need all that,
There's not
man.
even a pool table in
Can
most
we
of
get
those
some
places.
regular couches, man?
Yeah.
A television, a
Can we
PlayStation.
turn the lights down a little bit?
Dim the lights.
Damn.
Have drinks for us. Have some coffee.
There's no
Make a
atmosphere.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Foosball table.
But who the hell wants to hang out over just to vape that bullshit, bro?
Like you can't vape in your
Sucker.
bed.
I
I
feel like
know.
Melly Martinez did. Man, how big are these vape pens gonna get, man? How about just suck a dick now? Remember, Melly Martinez had that joke about
Big
it. So
black one.
everyone's having a big cigar, the bigger the cigar. Listen, man, sooner or later, just put a dick in your mouth. Man. 'Cause I see these dudes, bro. Sometimes, like, not so much in Tampa, but like when you pass by a business party that's not in that's not in like Tampa or Cuba or Miami, but like in Jacksonville or Dallas, or we're coming into a hotel and then these fat dudes are smoking cigarettes. There's some long fucking Dodger dogs, huh?
Yeah, dog. It's everybody, dude. And like with those vape pens, I think they sell a vape pen where you just put your cartridge in there. So you want that big old one that looks like fucking little brass knuckles or whatever. It's a trip. People are weird.
It doesn't even get you high.
No, those
Those
are
ones just
nicotine.
just stimulate your ass with like nicotine.
They're coming down those things too, man.
Same
Now there's
shit.
vape contest, but to who makes the best design out of their mouth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
dude.
the vape
Hearts and
cloud,
shit.
yeah.
I see
Dude,
some Asian girls get down, bro.
I was gonna tell you that even those vapes, you don't even know what you're smoking in those things. Cause remember they had that big old bus where we go.
That's right.
They busted them because they were bootlegging vapes, and that wasn't even the original liquid in those vapes. And you're not even that shit comes from China. You don't even know what you're vaping, dog. Soy. You don't even, dude. But they put other shit.
Rat
in
oil.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was so afraid of some of those extracts,
That's
especially
what
when
I'm saying.
Birdman gave me that one that was black. I was like,
Oh,
I
man.
can't.
He's the first
anymore.
time I said some shit. I was like, dude, this shit's too thick to smoke. dog.
Yeah, I was like, I can't do this. It looks like I'm gonna die.
That old hippie lady that you know right there in downtown.
Yeah.
Her stuff's legit, but that's
Yeah.
why it costs way
But-
more money though.
Yeah.
She's either right there's a hippie lady that sells CBD with a bunch of ex-pothead dealers, right? All they do is sell CBD. But there's some dude that just sell nothing but bong rips. No, not bong rip, bong pipes. Nothing but pipes right there on 3rd and Wall.
Wholesale.
So
It's a wholesale
wholesale
district.
only. So there's a big bust, all right? Everyone there who sells pot, shut down. Until the cops showed up, they
Beat
shut
it.
down. but everyone ran, and then and ended up not being a drug bust. It ended up being a CBD pen bust. A lot of fools out there with fake CBD, and how somebody they must have caught someone big and told them where's all your distributors, huh?
Oh hell yeah! And then they were bootlegging that supposedly that good brand, dude. So then they're jacking them, and they know their sales are going down and all that shit, dude.
Just like when you go to the Valley or you go to Colorado and they tell you we got that OG Louis the 13 and it ain't.
Nah, dog.
Really,
No.
man? I don't remember being purple.
They call it King Louis, like they.
Oh man, how about that bud that it looks bud, but it's like it's round, but it's like it's not really like nuggets, but it's just round, bro. They're like nuggets, bro, but they're not like nugs. They look like They look more like those nugs that Be Real sells to eat.
Oh, those nugs, those fake nugs.
Cocoa nugs.
Chocolate.
Like
Choco
candy.
nugs.
Choco nugs. I've got a weed that looks like choco nugs, and then you break it up. It doesn't really break up like regular nugs. It's just solid, bro. And that stuff, man, is not good, bro. I hate when it's brown too.
That's the shit you make edibles out of.
That's the stuff, bro. Like you see a paisa, you hook it up with. You know, de la buena way.
And somebody doesn't really know what's up, dude. But a lot of people, they say they know what's up, come around with like bullshit, dog.
The best, bro, is when you're blazing, and then there's a paisa hanging out. He goes, "Esa de la," you know he wants some, right? He goes, "Esa es de la buena, no." And I was, "No, güey, esta es de la buenota." And then that fool start hitting it, bro, and then he has to go back to work, dog.
With red ass eyes. I like it when people hit good ass weed.
He goes, "Ay, güey, este tiene el diablo."
They haven't hit good weed in a while, and they cough all nasty, dog. Dab status.
What's up, fool? New York City. Shout out to Roger Paul from Rogue Management, ROGUE Management, and Chris Salinas from ICM. That fool showed up to the show and said, "What's up, fool?" Also, man, a big shout out to the homies, Covino and Rich. I was on the Covino and Rich show. Those guys had a big event. So many big events that were happening at the New York City. There was Steve Trevino. He was somewhere. I don't even know where, but he was there. George Lopez, I think, showed up, but I don't know where he was performing at. I just know that Momo Rodriguez was out there helping them, and I'm glad he's there. And they had the Skank Fest. Some comedians that we know was there. Frank Castillo, Lee Saya, Frankie Correa, his homeboy Sam.
Did Freddie do a spot at your show?
No, not Freddie Correa. It was only Lee
Just
Saya.
and Frank.
Yeah. Johnny Rock over there. It's funny, what did Johnny tell you after the show on Sunday where he was going?
Where he was going?
Yeah, he said he was going to go to Brooklyn or something.
I don't know. He gave a very weird answer.
Very weird answer. That fool went on. That fool. I thought he was going to Rodrigo, right? And then he ended up.
That's the reason I went.
Yeah. So that's the reason
he didn't go with him?
Hell no. Later
That's why he was acting all weird.
Then he said that he was going on a date, and I told him about this, man. You went on a weak ass date. He goes, so you lied. They looked at him at the airport, airplane. What the fuck else are you lying about, dog? And I walked away.
It was all.
What were you gonna lie about a date? Is he sucking the cock?
That was weird. No.
Why is he so embarrassed? Like, we don't judge her?
I don't know.
Child.
Because that's how he was at New Year's Eve too. His lady
With
showed up out of nowhere.
Mystery girl right there, all cold.
Mystery girl showing up at the airport, and I was like, wait a minute. She didn't just meet him at the airport. And I was like, wait a minute. Maybe she spent the night with him. But where was she all night? We were all together all night. And
she was in the merch
came
bag.
To the show. She came to the show, and then I guess she went. He sent her in a car to go to the hotel instead of like bringing her backstage. We had room back there.
I ran back to the merch, and that's when I seen her. And then I'm all, what happened to your ladies? All, just sent her away in an Uber.
Yeah, it's just really weird. Like but I told you he was acting weird because Isaac goes, well, where's Johnny going? I said, well, I said, I guess he's going with Rodrigo, but you were down finishing the merch,
yeah,
right?
Like, as soon as we're getting ready to go, we're going to roll.
Because
I didn't know how to get there, so I followed Matt Fultron.
Right, because we were about to leave Caroline's, and we had to get them to unlock the door to get out. But you were still down there. And then Johnny's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to stay with Rodrigo. And then we started walking away, and Johnny was walking away, and I was like, aren't you going to wait for Rodrigo? Isn't he coming? He's like, I don't know.
I didn't find out until I got up to the top. We're going to go, all right, you guys ready? Yeah, we're ready. All right, fool, let's go. Oh, no, I'm gonna stay back here. I got a date with a girl.
Oh my god!
I hope it's a girl.
My goodness!
Underneath
I
the
told
big
you-
apple.
I told you he was acting all weird. Even Isaac knew he was acting weird. He's like, "Well, what did he say?" And I was like, "I don't know." He kind of trailed off. His answer was just like, "Oh, Brooklyn, Rodrigo."
That's at each.
Yeah, man. Also, man, I
I guess he didn't want us to talk about it on the podcast.
I guess not too late
Yeah,
now.
there you go, man.
He the one that's later to know. So
Maybe
now it's
that's
open
it.
season for
Oh.
Alfred Robles. Eh?
He's single now.
He's single now. Eh?
Ready to
What's up, fool? Also, man, if you guys didn't know, man, I was on the Howard Stern wrap-up show with John Hines and
John
Gary
Hine.
Belafonte.
Belafonte.
That's why I said it on the show, and everybody died.
I was like, keep going, dog.
Belafonte.
Belafonte.
How do you say it?
Delabate.
Delabate. I was saying Delafonte. Hey, it sounds better, doesn't it?
Let's go
For
for
those teeth.
Fontaine.
Delabate. Some people say Delabate. There's a lot of different celebrities who read those IDs, you know, listening to the wrap-up show.
And I got to do this wild ass morning show with a bunch of Spanish speakers.
Mega.
The Puerto Rican show. Everybody there was in their own world, talking all over the place.
They all did. There were 5 people having different conversations.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
even the guy, when the producer or the guy in charge, you go, how do you think it was? No había mucha comunicación. What's up, fool? Me and Rodrigo were like pound for pound the fattest people in the subway. At every subway. I swear to God, I did not see anybody fatter than us unless Lisa was in the subway too with us, but he would have won. But I don't know, man. That fool, I mean, I took a lot of subways and I took a lot of walking, but I remember Lisa talking to his fixer, the guy who brought
fixer.
the guy who he showed up with, and they were talking about yeah, look, we're gonna catch the train to Brooklyn, and he goes, the train to Brooklyn, man. He goes, let's catch a lift.
Yeah, he didn't look like he takes a train. Or
The train to
walks
Brooklyn, eh?
Ever.
So you were there at the Skank Festival after party?
I was there at that last little show. They
Oh,
had.
the best goddamn show, right?
Yeah, the goddamn comedy jam.
Did you see them perform?
I seen the last of it just because I had to take off.
And you said Bill was performing?
He was playing drums, and yeah, dude, what's his name? Sam Tripoli's the one that got me in. And then I was like, dude, I just wanted to make it by a good time, dude. So went over there, said hello for about 45 minutes, and crept.
Was there like people there, a lot of dudes?
Mostly dudes. There was a couple chicks there.
The Skanks.
Couple skanks.
Couple of Skanks.
Where are the skanks?
Was there a lot of people there with like big dreams?
There was like a lot of people that look like fucking like the Dice Man, dude. But if he was a trash man,
A lot of fools out
Coast
there,
style.
man. Swear, huh?
it's East Coast dog. It's that whole attitude. But douche.
Who was the sponsor for that Skank Fest?
It was like a CBD company.
That's it?
That's all I seen on their billboard.
What other shows at the one spot or different spots?
They had shows on all 3 levels: in the basement, in the main room, and then up top.
That's what's up, fool. What's up, fool? I think Benji auditioned for that. He didn't get it. He was all bummed. It's
San
Skank
Diego?
Fest, bro.
Benji.
Yeah.
Oh, audition to do what? Time?
Skyfest.
Like stand up?
Submit-
Yeah, submitted his tape. He must have said one in Spanish then. What's up, fool? Roger Paul showed up. Oh, he said that. Also, whenever to the Funny Latino, bro.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna catch up with you on the second show. Oh, I couldn't go. My son just graduated.
Then I heard another one. Hey, I'm right here. The punchline. Don't tell me I have to go now. I won't tell you, bro, but you'll figure it out. Yeah, man. We were busy, man. I did a lot of press, and then I had an audition for Silicon Valley, and I self-taped myself. I sent it in, so if you don't see me on the show, that means I didn't get it, all right? I went to my acting class yesterday. I killed it. I killed my role. I was reading for Marlon Brando in that movie, The
Freshman.
Freshman. Remember when
Matthew Broderick?
when he's on the phone and Matthew Broderick is
Bruno
talking
Kirby,
to him, and
Ivan.
and he's on the phone talking about what? What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about? These salty crackers are making me thirsty. No.
What?
Yeah, man. So I've been going to acting class for 3 years now. getting ready for that big road.
3 years consistently.
Consistently, man. And I'm getting better now. I'm more focused. I'm ready. I'm getting on the sauna once a day.
You're doing a better job memorizing your lines, which is good.
Because I know what I got the beats down, man.
Yeah, it's good.
What's up, Rodrigo, man?
What's up, big dog?
What's up with Yeah Man podcast?
Chilling, dude. We got 56 episodes. I recorded 2 that I lost because I have a new sequencer and I didn't know how to use it on the double mic, and I fucked up 2 recordings where I only have one version of one person on there, so I kind of have to shelve those till I get my little guest back. But they're all up there, and you can go to my website too. You can link from there, RodrigoTorresJr.com.
We have a Spanish show tonight.
We have a Spanish show tonight. For those of you that
Store.
are watching this on the youtube.com/ATC, we have a show tonight in Spanish at the Comedy Store at 10:30 p.m.
That's Benji hosting, right?
Benji is hosting.
And Luis.
And we might get another dog, another rescue
Yeah.
named Henry Chinaski.
That's going to be his name. His name's Henry.
What kind of you guys already got him? Like a selection, a picture?
No, but yeah, I think we know which one we want. He's recuperating from some surgery on his penis. He had a mass,
So it's too big.
some sort of non-cancerous mass, but he was abandoned at a shelter.
What kind of dog?
He looks just like Squishy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but he's 10
A
years
boy?
old. No teeth. He's a boy. But he's spayed now and everything. They took care of his surgery. He's really healthy now, but almost ready for adoption.
You guys have a full house, huh?
Yeah.
A full house.
We wanted another one, but she got adopted while we were in New York.
Lulu. It
Sad.
would have been Squishy Lulu.
I'm happy for her, but I'm sad for us. But
And the rabbits?
they're still
How they
there.
had living?
Still there.
Grover?
kicking it. He's
We were
good.
gone for like
Slips.
we're-
week?
6 days
Yeah, that was a long time.
without our dogs and our rabbits, and luckily we had someone watching them. Shally, what up? But I guess the dog just sleeps all. Most dogs sleep all day. And
Most of the time.
Eat and
Unless you're
play.
there like doing stuff with them, but if you're not going anywhere or doing stuff with them, they'll just nap out.
Hey, you guys didn't get tired from all the walking in New York?
I did.
No.
I took a nap a day, but
Dude, on Friday night, dude, I was done, dude.
I'm used to that though. Every
Dude.
day I used to walk to work because I didn't like to take the subway, and I had to walk to the subway anyway, so I just walked to work. But I walked, a good amount every day.
if you guys want to have a good time, man, at least you're gonna start having the neighborhood app podcast.
No, I'm not, but that's a good idea.
It's about people who if you guys if you guys live in a neighborhood that's not in a city or anywhere, go to your neighborhood app.
It's called Next Door.
Next Door. And the app is called Next Door.
It's at Next Door.
And you can hear all the complaints from homeowners.
You have to join for your neighborhood, and they have to accept you. But
They jump you in.
no, they just accept you. But it's a forum. People post stuff. Hey, what day is trash day? Or hey,
People complain about crazy
what's
shit,
up
bro.
with that car that's been sitting there? Yeah, what's up with that car that's been sitting there for 3 days on Westchester Street or whatever? Can we get it towed? Oh, call this, please. This is the police officer for your area. All that stuff. But a lot of times
About fireworks being sold at
they
Target.
talk shit about. Somebody thought that Target was selling fake fireworks or selling fireworks.
So
The
sparkly.
little
And
bottles.
they showed the picture. Like, I was really
Poppers,
disturbed
bro.
to see this. It was poppers. But they didn't know.
And then everybody's telling him
It's
they're
a lot
not
of
real,
nosy
they're not
neighbors.
fireworks, and then they still don't take them down, bro.
Yeah, they don't take the post down.
Like if you're wrong about fireworks, you should take the fucking post
Right.
down.
Report them
asshole.
to get it taken down, though?
No, nobody takes it down.
It's so stupid,
It's
dude.
so dumb.
People are so fucking stupid.
But then people complain about the taco vendors, the street vendors that are
Yeah.
coming to the neighborhood. And
And
it's,
then they-
it's like, this is what I moved to LA for, is street vendors whenever I want.
Not in my neighborhood.
They don't want it in my neighborhood, and they're blocking the street. You mean the big ass street nobody walks on? Nobody walks on there in the valley. Come on.
Nobody walks.
Nobody walks in the
Especially
valley.
summertime. Shit.
Come on.
And there's sometimes that, oh great, RV just parked in a busy street. Nobody's even there, but one RV.
Right, but it's also like some
Where else are
people-
they gonna go, man?
Housewives have too much time on their hands?
but it's also a lot of Republicans who want to insert their politics. And it's because of our governor. It's because we're in California. And then one
How long you
guy,
been in
City
California?
issue.
one guy
County
sold his
issue.
house and was moving to Arizona, and he couldn't have been happier. He was so happy he was
Bye.
moving to Arizona. I was like, yeah, good. I'm so sick of you, by the way. But I didn't say that. But I was just like, get off already. And he kept saying, oh, I'm so glad. Just closed on the house.
Bye.
And I can't wait to get out of this
See Villa.
shitty city and all this stuff, and everybody's like, "Why the fuck are you dumping all over our city?"
Just get the fuck out of here.
I know, and I'm like, you have been trying to leave for 4 weeks, and you won't shut up about it. Just go.
People go, man, this all the traffic. Bro, it's been like that since we were little. Stop complaining.
It's always been traffic.
Get to your house.
As soon as you start getting into Monterey Park, it's over.
It's sort of people who don't plan their trip who are complaining. Like, if you plan your trip, you know there's going to be traffic. You know what time you're going to get there. Stop fucking crying, you little bitch.
Take a train. They have a train from San Bernardino to Riverside.
Or like, there's white people who move in, like, from other parts of America, and they move to California or our neighborhoods and go, there's no culture here. What the fuck, bitch? Go outside.
Hey, that's what ain't you here to put your flag down or something? Get out
There's
of here.
no culture here. There's no good Mexican restaurants. How long you been in California, you son of a bitch?
This is Victory Boulevard. We're all about winning.
Go back to Pittsburgh. Hey, what are you doing?
Nothing. I didn't know. I just felt something. I was like,
Did she bite you?
Yeah, no, she was licking me.
Oh.
I just felt something. I was like, that's why I was like, who is it?
Squishy.
Dude, people like that are a drag, dude.
Especially like what, like do you see that in Riverside? Like,
Well, it's funny that you guys mentioned that. Somebody sent me an email to join the neighborhood thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I was showing you. I was like,
I thought you just looked it up right
I don't
now.
even talk to you, dog.
It's annoying. There are some really annoying neighbors.
The neighbor lady from next door, she sent me a message on Facebook. I don't know how she found me, dog. This lady's a bitch, fool, and she's selling her house, so finally, peace out. But, hi, neighbor. I don't know if you realize that your sprinklers have been, I don't know why she sounds like Gracie, but I don't know why your sprinklers have been going on for 24 hours, neighbor.
Oh, wow.
So, there's a lot of water in my driveway. It's like, it's the only reason you have a driveway is because we built a retaining wall. But anyhow, I guess my mom went over there to turn on the sprinklers.
turn on.
She forgot to turn off the back ones. And she was like, hey, fuck it, I forgot it. I was like, you got this bitch emailing me. So then by the time they went over there, my niece went by there
That
and
bitch
turned
is
it off.
soaked. We have a tree growing now.
So we don't care, dog. You guys are getting rid of water too fast.
I remember Johnny was telling me this story about they used to have a dog and the dog bit some Asian guy in Alhambra, and the dog called he called the cops and they just took that fool. And what you do? Go home, tell my dad and everybody they took the dog. I said, you guys didn't have no license? Nah. Case closed. They put that fool to sleep, bro.
See what you get for biting people, dog? They told him at the funeral. You never listen.
Get on fools think they just buy a dog and put a rope around him out. Like it's the Wild Wild West.
Fool in Riverside,
See, perro, way.
they were knocking
Se
on the
llama
door.
FedEx.
Knock on everybody's door. Hey, how you doing? You got a dog? Yeah, I got a dog. Oh, yo, no license? Oh, here you go. You got a fine, and now you got to give them a license. They did a whole campaign for like a year, dog, busting all these people, dog. You can't, dude. Not anymore, dog.
I think a lot of people in my neighborhood who want the dog don't have a license, bro. Sometimes.
I think a lot of those people.
you gotta get them shots because if they bite you, they can give you shit, dog. On top of like
Yeah, you have
some
to get
stitches.
you have to get all your vaccinations. Like I had a lot of paperwork for Squishy to prove she had to be spayed, and if you're not, you have to have your dog spayed, and that's why a lot of people don't want to register their dog.
And that's why a lot of dogs and cats get sick because they go outside and they smell their crap or whatever, and they pick shit up from that, dude. It's
That's how they get worms.
and dog cancer.
Sometimes they'll eat like raccoon poop or grass that has had raccoon poop
That's
on it.
what I'm saying,
Even
dude.
in the last 7 years, that the larva can last,
Larva.
or the eggs can last on the raccoon poop, and you can get. That's how dogs get heartworm.
There's homeless people live by your neighborhood, like around the corners, like
Not around the
slipping.
corner, but there's a spot like about a mile away.
A mile away, right?
A mile and a half away. It's a river bottom, and there's a bunch that congregate there. And every summer they start a little fire.
We have one that hang out at the end of the street. Not even a mile, less than a mile. But there needs to be more under the bridge. But dude, this one has like an RV, and there's like a big old trailer, bro, connected to it. Then there's another car in front of it where one dude sleep by himself.
But that's over under the 118. That's like way over under the freeway,
No,
right?
It's on Aqueduct.
Oh yeah, but that's by the
Yeah.
freeway though.
What do you guys feel about that shit? Kick them out of there or what, dude?
Hey, they ain't bother nobody,
Well,
bro.
I feel like
Just don't leave a mess, dog. How about that?
Yeah,
eh?
I would go with that, dude.
Gracie had
Pick
a
up
good
after
idea.
your mess, bro.
People, they're not supposed to be on residential streets for more than a certain number of hours or number of days. So there are rules in certain areas, but some people are realizing they live in areas where you're allowed to have an RV parked there on the street for a while, you know, and so you can't call anybody about it. But if they have, I feel like it's a big city, and and the times are changing, and you're gonna have people living in RVs in their cars. You just have them already, but I don't know about kicking them out. Gracie was talking about, she had a good idea the other day. She said, what if we just had like a big lot or a big field that you could turn into a space for people? Because not everybody wants to get off the street and be in a shelter or be in low-income housing and follow rules and all that stuff.
Just wanna do what they wanna
there
do.
are people, that's why there are people living in their cars and living in their RVs and living on the streets. They are not ready to transition into housing. And they're going to cause problems or be violent or whatever or be addicts, and they're not going to fall into the category that can go into these shelters. So she was saying, why not just have like a big lot or a big place where, you know, a big open space where these RVs can stay, and
Like
you
a
just
rest area or
yeah,
something,
almost like a rest area or
How come
whatever.
they don't just sleep at Dodger Stadium when they ain't no baseball?
Right, or
Outside
sanctioned
the
lots.
parking lot.
There are places, Santa Barbara, I was reading an article about that. They have certain like stores or churches that will allow people to park in their parking lot overnight, so it's a little safer, it's well lit.
Church
you know.
what's happening.
But you don't want people dumping, and you don't want people, you know, if you had like sanctioned areas where, okay, this is where you can dump your shit.
It's a filth and the eyesore that kind
Yeah.
of piss a lot of people off.
Yeah.
Kind of like graffiti.
Yeah.
But like if they're going to be homeless, they really don't care about all that, right?
Right.
And right there, if you go off the 5 freeway right there when you get off on Broadway, if you look to your right, there's a dude living there. You know how they have like those stairs that go under, but it doesn't go under nothing, but there's a fence that's blocked off, but it's like ivy on the fence. He actually has a sign on there that says private property, keep out, dog. I almost started laughing one day, dog.
But there by the when you're going on the 110 north, and you know how you pass by 3 tunnels to get to the it splits off to the 110 to the 5 north.
In the 101.
Right there, above the 3rd tunnel, there's like a whole a whole camping area right there.
Well, they
man.
painted it and everything. Those it looks almost like concrete little houses.
Mm-hmm. Right by the police academy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Hayes, bro. You know, Miklo, that fool had summer camp at Griffith Park.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, when they were going hiking, they found a family, bro, that were living there.
Well,
And
yeah, they
they
were
ended up
like
fighting.
camped up in the riverbed, and then they were having a fight,
The cops showed up.
and they had to call the cops because the
Domestic
kids were
ab-
doing their camp nearby. But yeah, it was like a domestic violence thing.
You're invading my space.
Get on your own side of the tent.
Living in Griffith Park.
Yeah.
But it's a problem though, dude. And then like these like city of LA has gotten like, dude, like almost $1 billion in funding, and they haven't really done shit.
That's another thing. They're not doing anything with it. But even when they do build the housing, not everybody wants to be placed.
And people don't want them in their neighborhood because I know there's a homeless shelter being built in Venice, and they were even complaining over there.
Yeah, we get notified when there's going to be like a low-income housing unit built or something in the neighborhood, and then people get all pissed. Where the fuck do you want them to live? You know, you don't want them to live in their streets, but you don't want to build in low-income housing nearby because it's going to bring your property value down. LA property value just doesn't go down like that. It just always goes
I think
up.
SoCal is always going to be like
yeah,
that.
it's always going up.
And these people go to church.
Yeah,
of
they're
them
Christian,
do, I
dude. They
know.
believe in
Chapala,
Jesus Christ.
Chapala, like people go to church every Sunday and still evil on the internet. Like, I don't go to church every Sunday, so I don't have to be nice to anybody. But you go to church every day. You pray. You get down on your knees and you thank Jesus and you forgive Jesus. But you're still an asshole. Get the fuck out of here, eh? You Bible
They
whipping
don't
son
see
of
it
a
as
bitch.
being an asshole.
They look at
I
the
know,
Bible.
man. You're still an asshole, man. Like you're mean. You're mean to people. You don't want to help people. You forget the most important part of the Bible: charity, goodwill unto man.
They'd rather send those little dollars and cents over to Africa, though.
I know. I should buy on that, man. Like, I send money to Africa. We got Africans here, dog. All these people who lead with love, bro. These people who want you to donate money for they could go to a third world country and build houses for the poor people.
There's trash to be picked up on your street.
Or they're gonna go there and clean up whatever they're going to. How about clean up this neighborhood, bitch?
Oh, totally.
I got a stack of trash this homeless guy left. Pick it up.
Nah, dude, they're gonna go. The selfies are better in Africa, though.
People rather
More likes.
Your clout.
people rather like they get mad when something is going viral that everybody's getting behind, you know, like, oh, that's fucked, like a fucked up. Let's just say the fucked up photo of the week, whether it's for the Democratic side or for the Republican side. Just say the fucked up photo of the week, and everybody's showing it, bro. Just say that everybody's showing it, like Beyonce showed it, but now your fans are telling, how come you haven't showed it? Bitch, I already seen it. My page is a comedy page, all right? First and foremost, if I can promote a comedy show, I'm not going to promote the fucked up fucking picture of the week because it's not going to help nobody.
I know.
What am I going? Likes? People going to feel sorry for me? I want to see people fighting on my fucking page over the photo? So fuck that photo. I know the bad thing that happened, but it happens every day.
It's been happening every day since the motherfuckers started coming.
People start funny. You know how many people died in the in the camps here in the border, bro? You know how many people died in the camps? Oh, in the no camps that are in Mexico. There's some people right now, bro, who are coming in from Europe. No, who are going in, who are getting in boats in Africa, paying $25,000, and going to Europe, where the main coyote is over there, and then from Europe they take that boat all the way to Colombia. That boat goes to Colombia, and then from Colombia, these immigrants, they try to make it to the United States. All right. Okay, a lot of them are from Africa, the Congo, Ivory Coast, the cheapest part of the poorest part of Africa, Nigeria, and they made it all the way to Mexico. Now, Mexico has not dealt with that many Africans in their life, right? Or this many different types of immigrants. So these people don't even know how to speak Spanish, bro. But they know how to say now, "No hay comida para nosotros," or they know how to say, "We haven't ate in 2 weeks." So where's their support? Nah, man. You only care about the photos that go viral.
Hell yeah, that's the ones that get likes, fool.
But just let you know, man, whatever problem immigrants are having here in America, it's worse for motherfuckers in Mexico. But you're not claiming that shit.
Yeah, you're not opening up your bedroom to them, dog. So be quiet.
My mom, bro, they used to be like paisa passing by, bro, like hungry, bro. My mom would make them a little taco.
Give them a little something.
A little quesadilla to go.
Yeah, dude, that shit sucks, man.
Then my dad be like, ¿pa qué? Andaba borracho ayer. Sometimes, bro, people say, well, these immigrants are all fucked up. There used to be some all fucked up right there on Echo Park, right there by the fucking set by the on Glendale Boulevard.
By the McDonald's.
By the McDonald's on Scott.
By
the Taco Bell.
And go to liquor stores.
There was like 10 dudes passed out in a row, bro.
Yeah, like after they realized they weren't getting picked for jobs, they go get loaded.
Wasted.
Yeah, drown their sorrows.
We need to drive by and throw brooms at them.
Brooms? Why?
So you could get a job sweeping somewhere.
Clean up your act.
What's up, fool? What's your next show, dog?
July. It's going to be July 9th.
Lisa, where's our guest?
I don't know.
You got lost?
I didn't even get a message. I told you I had a feeling I wasn't going to show up.
Tuesday, July 9th. Viva los jokes. Lisa will be in the house.
I'm not going to mention who we had today, but...
Lisa, when is your next show?
I don't have a show.
I did on it.
What's up, fool? Shout out. Did you guys hear the big story that came out with that girl suing APA?
No, but I know the dogs got released over the weekend, right?
The what?
The dog. Well, the story came out, right?
Oh, yeah, man.
That those dudes were like hardcore pervs, huh?
Pervs, bro. Like emails, bro.
Me too to the next level.
I'm so hard right now.
Were they, how
would you send it to a coworker, bro? Not thinking it's going to get bad. You wouldn't even say that to a coworker. I wouldn't say that to a coworker back in the days before there was phones. I wouldn't go up to a coworker and grab her shoulders, even though I wanted to stuff. But I never. Even if I had a crush on some, they never knew because I never told nobody. I never told nobody I liked this person. I never said anything bad about anybody, and I never joined conversations.
It would be too embarrassing if that shit ever came back and people said something about it. I wouldn't
I
want.
never emailed nobody. You bitch.
Yeah, fuck all that. Hey, you remember that one time? Hey, you been to Tortillas? He went off on a girl on Twitter that didn't want to take his advances.
Oh, that's right.
You don't remember that?
You was arguing with her, right?
Like, called her like, dude, like you fat this and that.
Yeah, dudes always have a violent reaction.
But he wanted some at first, and I was like, whoa, bro, like.
Yeah.
You try to throw the sword out, they didn't want it, dude.
Yeah, and then they'd call you a bitch. What
Stupid
did I
whore.
do? I just
Yeah.
don't want you.
Kind of happened
Son
like
of a bitch.
what happened to Shrill at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
Just trashed her like that.
It happens a lot. It happens online. When people tell you or hit you up, hey, we should go out sometime or whatever. Hey, I'm in a relationship or whatever. Oh, bitch, it ain't like that. You think you're all bad?
Just turn it on your ass,
Yeah.
weak ass fools.
Yeah. It's insecure people who can't take no for an answer, and then they get all hurt.
Sometimes you have to take no's.
That's why, man. Like you can't even. It's like you can't
I have
even.
no choice of my own.
It's like you
I
can't even like some page. Like, motherfucker, I'm just liking your page. That doesn't mean I'm gonna give you a guest spot.
Hey, dude, and see, that's something that sucks, especially the social media. You give somebody, they think it means something else. It just means what it means. A little like, hey, keep doing your thing.
Chip off sags. You got one like.
It's like, come on, man. And then you're going to turn it into something else. Hey, when are you getting in?
Why are you liking my photos if your profile's private, bitch?
That too, dude.
They get
What
all
the
mad.
fuck? Like, I don't get that either, dog. Why even private? But whatever. Everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do, you know? Some people don't want that shit in their life.
They be all mad. Fools be getting mad, huh?
But then they be trolling when they're private too, though. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, they love trolling when they're private.
Dude, I don't get
gives them
that,
more
dude.
power.
I don't think you shouldn't be trolling if you're not public.
That's the best way, bro. I
Yeah.
do it with a Billy Crystal face.
But that's even creepier too. Somebody going through your shit. It's like, real, all right, whatever. I guess inquiring minds want to know.
Inquiring minds, Rasa.
What's up, fool? Felipe Esparza right here. Don't forget, man. I'm gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia this week. San Diego, California, July 3rd, all Spanish show at the Comedy Palace. Houston, Texas, July 5th through the 7th at Houston Improv. Chicago, Illinois, July 13th, 2 shows at the Vic Theater. Tucson, Arizona, July 26th. Sahuarita Desert Diamond Casino, Killeen, Texas, August 1 through the 3rd. Twice as Funny Comedy Club. Check out all these dates at FelipeWorld.com/tour. Also, man, shout out to George Perez. He's having a show at the Ballet Room on June 28th. I think it's George Perez and Friends. So
This Friday.
this Friday, so it'll be
Saturday.
Side Dick
Oh, is
Eddie.
it Saturday?
Mega Man will be there, of course.
No, Friday.
And-
Oh, Friday's the 28th.
Friday the 28th. Yeah, so George Perez from George Perez Stories is having a show at the Comedy Store. If you guys want to go to that show, go hit him up. Martin Moreno, I think they've been practicing getting the band together and shit and recording an album.
Yeah, they're talking to Rick Rubin.
Yeah, man. Rick Rubin and Quintana.
And a shout out to, you know what was the coolest thing in New York? I mean, besides like going up, was the freak show, dude, at Coney Island. That shit was
Oh, the
tight,
shout out to
dog.
the freak show.
I love a freak show
And
anywhere I go.
It was
I
a
love freak
different
show.
act than last time. It
It's
was
always
cool.
it's always a different act.
I never
yeah.
seen a sword swallower.
I saw a different store swallower in Venice.
Fuck, dude,
dude.
that was trippy.
Remember the one
dog.
we saw in Venice?
I
The,
really,
the
really
electric.
swallowed them, huh?
Yeah, dude.
Remember the electricity girl and the guy that we saw in Venice? That
Oh,
was
yeah.
a badass trick too. And then we saw Wolf Boy in Venice.
Wolf Boy.
I loved freak shows. I grew up on freak stuff. My grandmother used to clip out pictures of freaks and
Little Bush
deformed
Escobar came
people
out, bro.
and- Yeah.
I have never seen a midget that looks like that. A
But
little.
we went to the free show with my mom. They had a band playing there.
Yeah, it was bad. It
Like
was
they had a
kinda like
band
surf
playing
punk.
in the background the whole time we were there,
That's
and they were
cool.
good. They were playing like kind of like
It was
surf
simple.
rock.
Yeah.
Well, the New York freak show, the Coney Island freak show, those have always been people who like usually live in the East Village, or that back in the day they did, and they were part of the punk scene and stuff, and the artist community, and so that was just their like side job that they did.
We saw that guy who stretches.
Yeah, well, the contortionist.
Contortionist, yeah.
I love contortionist. I love all that stuff.
Man, the girl who steps on who lays on the nails pretty good too. We were there for oh my god, it was so freaking hot and so packed at Coney Island because they were having the Mermaid Festival, like a pride festival.
It's a parade. Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be just women there, mermaids. A lot of fucking seahorses got in. A lot of eels.
Eels.
It was hot,
sea
dude.
urchins,
Did
dude.
you eat any hot dogs?
I ate one hot dog, but the best thing I had there was that Carvel ice cream, soft,
Carver ice cream, man. You can't go wrong. Isaac had the
dusted with.
Yeah,
the
the
clams.
fried
I thought the
clams.
fried clams were fatter, babe. Like
No,
they're
they
like
look
them
like
little
that.
fries.
They look like that. like little Spätzle.
I've got them there like that. And last time we were in Cody Island, but dude, at Pescado Pete's, he used to put those whole clams in there. That was like I thought they were like that one time. But
That's what they're famous for, right?
Fried clams. Well, Nathan's. I didn't know they had a whole separate bar now
Did not
because it
either.
used to be mixed in with their regular restaurant. But it's all to the side, and then they got that independent one off to the side. Isaac loved them. So
It was that place is so huge now. Coney Island. They have rides. They have the haunted house. Food everywhere.
yeah,
Fried. They have pupusa now, people.
yeah.
And fried Oreo, man. I think I want a fried Oreo right now.
Let's get out of here.
What's Up Food? Don't forget to check out the What's Up Food podcast. Also, man, if you love the show, let us know on Twitter, man. If you listen to the show, all 70,000 people listen to the show. Twitter it, man. Snapchat it. Hashtag What's Up Food podcast. Let us know you're out there. All right, fool. Thank you.
yeah, man.